be with you live again from Gloucester today, and today's lesson is about how do you handle unfulfilled expectations. So I'd like to hear a little about what your thinking is and what you would do and how you would handle it. And if you've ever had to handle it, have you ever had an experience like this in your life? So let's start off with Arush. Arush, can you please introduce yourself and tell us a bit about your day?
My name is Arush Kumar. I study in class 4F. My school name is Delhi Public University, Kolkata. My favorite hobby is playing, singing, and dancing.
Thank you very much, Arush. And so, Arush, what did you do with your day today?
Today, first I woke up in the morning at 8, 8, 8 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Then, after that, I got ready for my classes. After my classes, I was playing for some time.
Mm-hmm.
Then I was studying for some time. Then I joined 6:30 to 7:30 online classes. Then I'm joining your class now. Thank you.
Excellent, very good. And how do you handle unfulfilled expectations?
Our high expectations are the reason for our sorrow. We
Mm-hmm.
always expect people to like us, but at our home, school, college, or workplace, we expect people to respect us. These expectations are fulfilled most of the times. Thank you.
Okay. And have you had any unfulfilled expectations in your life?
Uh, Whenever my wishes are not fulfilled, so I am not sad on that time.
Sorry.
Whenever my wishes are not fulfilled, so
Mhm.
then I don't be sad,
You're not sad. Why are you not sad?
because if I will be sad, so my mother will say, "Why are you crying?" This she will say. So that's why I don't cry. I just forgot that wish and play with my sister or sleep for some time.
Okay, so whenever something doesn't go your way as you expected, when you have expectations that are not met, you get sad, but you then calm down because you worry your mum. Is it because you get your mum worried?
No. If my mom if my mom is worried, so she will ask everything from me, what happened, what do you
Mm-hmm.
want. Then she will say my father that Arush want this toy or he wants this thing. So my father brings that quietly, silently. Like I never noticed that I got my wish is fulfilled.
Okay.
My
Okay.
father
And
just goes to the shop quietly, secretly, and then
mhm,
when he comes back, so he shows me. So on that time, I am very happy.
I see. So he gets you something from the shop.
Yes, but no, but I don't go. He like my mother tells to him that Arush wants this toy or this thing. So my father just goes to the shop secretly
Mhm.
and brings for
He brings it
brings
for you.
for me that thing which I want. Like for
And what
example,
if it?
I want a remote car. So or I want any stationery item. So on that
Uh-huh.
time, my mother understands that I want this thing. So my mother tells to my father, and he brings for me. And on that time, I'm very happy.
Okay, but what if you have unfulfilled expectations and your dad doesn't get what you want? What
If he
happens
will
then?
not get me, if he will not get me, so I will say to him that I don't want. I will play with my old toys, or I will use my old thing. Like
Okay,
if I
so do you get upset about it?
no
How
no
do you deal with it?
I just forget that wish, or I start to play with my sister.
Mhm.
or I sleep for some time.
So you just move on to other things.
Yes, I just for, forget that wish that I want this or this.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, let's move on to
Thank you,
Bisman.
ma'am.
You're welcome.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Bisman. How are you?
Ma'am, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So, Bisman, can you please introduce yourself and tell us a bit about your day?
Good evening, everyone. I am Bisman Kaur. I'm from Bhubaneswar, Odisha. I study in Loyola School, Class 8. Thank you. And my today's day was really good, and I would say one of the best days of the year. Today was my first day for my class 8. It was really good. Like I had really good like I had really good experience with my friends. I never thought that I could have like this. They were really open towards me. All the secrets were revealed, and we were really enjoying today's day. And the teachers were also not studying much because we were not given the timetable for today. In the morning, I woke up early, like around 5:30. I went to my school. I came back by 1, and
Mhm.
then today was the half day school. That's why I reached by 1 to my home. Then by 2, I had my lunch and I slept because I was really tired. And then I woke up at 4:35, and then I went to play for half an hour to get refreshment, and then I came back by 5:30. I studied till 7:15. Then I went to play again a bit. Like we were talking, we were gossiping. Like how was my today's day? They were asking me. So we were like that, and then I joined today's class.
Excellent, very good. So, if you and look at today's question, how do you handle unfulfilled expectations?
So I would say I don't keep really very big expectations. I keep realistic expectations. Suppose I would like to give an example. Like if I'm in studies, I'll talk if I'm a 95% student and I score 95 in my studies, I won't ever expect to get 100%. I know I
Mhm.
can improve really slowly. Like I can expect till 97% because 97% is not an easy task because when you're senior, the teachers don't give you marks easily. They really try to cut your marks at every step. So it's really difficult. Even you prepare yourself to the best, still the teachers want to keep up benchmarks giving you. So I feel like don't keep your expectations really very high. If I say that today I want to go to Goa in a minute, I can't go. It's just expectations by me. It's not at all realistic, and it's really less that my expectations do not fulfill. So what I do is I try to fulfill it next time. Like the life is not over. I try like the situation will again come in my life, and it's really less in the academics part. In the academics part, I really try to work hard and fulfill my expectations. But like running, I'm a bit slow in running, not like actually slow, but my friends are a bit faster than me, I'll say. So what I try to run really fast, comparing them. Like we have relay race, so if I today expect that I'll come first in it, so it is not fulfilled. So I'll try to do it tomorrow also. So I feel like if you have an unfulfilled expectation, you should try it again. Keep being sad and not thinking about it is really wrong. As Arush also said that he becomes like he leaves the topic there. I feel like it's a bit wrong. Like you should try to improve yourself because we keep realistic expectations. No one keeps expectation that cannot be like cannot be approved or fulfilled. Like everyone keep a realistic expectations. I feel like we should work on it. If we can't fulfill, it's a bad thing by us. Like we cannot fulfill it. Not be depressed that we cannot fulfill it, but yeah, we shouldn't leave the topic there. We should continue it uh, do it and try it again and again because life will show you really very difficult phases. So in a childhood, you shouldn't be leaving the topic there because it's just the step to your life. So you should work on it actually. Thank you.
Good. Okay, so Bisman, so what you're saying is that it's good to have expectations, but if they are unfulfilled, you must look at them and see whether they are realistic expectations, and if they are not realistic, that you should try to make them you should make your goals more realistic, and that you need to also work in order to improve, and get somewhere, not just like you said, not like Arush said, and go and play and forget about it. You still work hard to try to get, okay, maybe you don't reach your goal, but you reach a smaller goal, and not to get upset as well, to instead use that energy to
Yes.
work harder. Okay. Anything else that you'd like to add?
Ma'am, I would like to add that always see at the mirror that what you can do. Do not think really very hard. If you are an average student, you shouldn't compare yourself with a topper. You will never fulfill your like expectations, because the average student cannot be a topper at all. Because
Okay.
that is only, keep realistic goals ready, over fulfill it, and do not be depressed by your expectations. And many times parents also expect really more by the children, so they should also keep realistic thoughts, because 2022 century is not that easy,
No.
because you have comparisons, then you have really like a strategy and all is there, so you need time. So I feel like keep realistic goals and never be sad by your like remote. Always be happy and stay happy.
Okay. And can you tell me a bit as well, any life experience that you have with this?
Like I don't have like related to academics, but it's like we were I used to play Coco when we used to go in class 5. So my parents expected to win me. Like I really losed in it. Like it was four groups were playing it,
Mhm.
and it was like everyone was against each other. So I was like in my group, none of my friends were there, and the teacher said that I am the strongest of all. But in within like with the use of one child, you cannot play the whole game. You need the strategy. And my group didn't have that strategy. I knew it beforehand. But if you get demotivated earlier only, so you cannot say your group to win. So I was like, we'll win. And what happened is like, we lose, but I got a hope that we can win next time. I got to know my weak points, that I did this wrong. We could win if we could do this. So that was really motivated part, because I feel like with unfulfilled expectations, we get motivated. Instead of getting demotivated, I feel like we get motivated. We get to know our mistakes, and I feel so we should correct our mistakes. Leaving behind your mistakes is really wrong. You even you have done it in your school. If you have been given us if you had to go to a stadium to play the game, if you do the same mistake, people will say that you are doing silly mistakes. So I feel like learn from your mistakes instead of leaving it behind. Yeah, that's all what I wanted to say.
Absolutely. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much,
Thank you, ma'am.
Bisman. Thank you. Excuse me. Arush, what do you have to say in response to what Bisman said? Arush? Arush, are you there? Arush? Okay, guess not. Okay, Samikia.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, Samikia. So can you please introduce yourself and tell us a bit about your day?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. My name is Samikya Sambartana. I'm living in India at Odisha, Barampur, and
Yes,
I'm studying in class 7. And after 2 more days, I will be in 8th. And my hobbies are sing, paintings, and drawing. Thank you. Today, I woke up at 6 o'clock. Then I get ready for my school as there was sports selection today, and also I was selected for running race. The finals will be held on Monday, so I have to practice. And after coming from school at 11 o'clock, I just take a bit rest. Um, I just slept for a while. After waking up, I ate my lunch, and then I just oh yes, after waking up, I just do a drawing, and then I after doing the drawing, there was free time, so I just take out some GK questions I read, and then I joined your class.
Okay, excellent. Thank you very much. So Samikya, can you tell me a bit about what you think about unfulfilled expectations? How do you handle unfulfilled expectations?
Yes, ma'am. If you have an unfulfilled expectation, so you shouldn't have to give up that. You shouldn't easily give up that thing because it's your expectation, it's your goal to achieve. So you can't just give up. So you have to try again and again. If you will not try, so you can't get that. So it is very bad to move on that and left that. So it's very important not to think about that, yes, I can do, so I should leave that and move on to second thing, but it's bad. So you should try your best because you have that goal to achieve. So you have to try and try again and again to achieve the goal.
Okay, good. And can you give us a life experience where this has happened to you?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I can give for my like writing my. Yes. Okay, ma'am. I will give my today's only because I have tried my best many times to do the running race. So I like running this very much, but I cannot. I have only got one chance to, only in the UKG class, so I was in the third position. But after that, I don't have any chance to. I have not get any chance for this running race. So I have not gave up that. I just tried my best, and I have tried again and again. The number of times the games are played for running race, I have joined that. And if I was not selected, though I was trying my again and again, and now that I can select it today. So I think yes, that is bad for that giving up that. But I just tried my best, so that's why only today I can select it. I was selected.
Okay, excellent, very good. And so what advice would you give to someone who has just gone through the same thing as you? What would you tell them?
I will tell him that please don't give up that. Just try again and again if you want that. If you have that goal, so please try and just try to achieve that. If you are unable to achieve also, you can try again for that.
Excellent. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, Samikya. Okay, so let's go on to Navya now. Hi, Navya.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm good, ma'am. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So can you please introduce yourself and tell us a bit about your day?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. My name is Navya Karwal. I study in class 7 in Calcutta, and I am promoted. I was promoted to class 8 2 days ago. So I was just preparing my stuff. So that's why I couldn't attend these 2 days.
Okay, very good. I'm really sorry about that you couldn't attend, but I'm hoping that you still had a good 2 days.
Yes, ma'am. I did. I saw all my new books and everything.
Fantastic. Okay, so can you tell us now a bit about today's topic? So how would you handle unfulfilled expectations, and have you had this in your life?
Ma'am, maybe if we are doing something else and if we planned our and if we couldn't like reach to our unexpected expectations, so maybe we should try to work on it, or maybe we should just accept the situation, because sometimes we should like have a right to move on. But if we truly like that and if we truly want that, we should like work hard for it.
Okay, good. Okay, but so if your expectations are unfulfilled, your suggestion is to continue working and go for your dream.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and how do you deal with the letdown of that unfulfilled expectation?
Ma'am, I couldn't hear you. Can you please repeat it?
How would you deal with the letdown of that unfulfilled expectation?
Yes, ma'am. First of all, I will like tell myself that it's okay. I worked for it. I tried my
Mhm,
best. But I couldn't do anything. So I will like try to confront myself because deep down I am also upset because of it. Then secondly, I will make a plan how to get it back.
mhm.
So I will try to motivate myself by doing it.
Good, excellent. And have you had a life experience that has taught you how to handle unfulfilled expectations? Have you had anything like this at all?
Yes, ma'am. So when I was like in class three, there used to be a singing like a singing competition, and I was like I really wanted to get in, but the seniors only took the experienced and they didn't even audition me, and I was very upset because of that. They just took the professional ones. They didn't give a chance to the new ones. So what I did was I went back to them. I went back to the teacher and complained about it. Then they like said that this is not fair, this is like biasness. Just because we have given you the title of senior, you can't treat them. Then they took audition of a lot of children, and a lot of new singers with a lot of professional singers came, in which I was also selected. So I guess this is example.
Hmm. Okay, and so your expectations of being in this group were unfulfilled because then you got these other new singers coming in.
Yes, ma'am, because not always the professional one should get a chance. The new ones should also get a chance.
And how did it make you feel? How did you deal with it?
When I was like selected for the
Hmm.
singing.
Get, oh, so you were selected, even though the profession, so they gave the chance to you.
No, ma'am, they didn't. When I complained to the teacher, then they did.
Ah, I see. Okay, so when they were going to maybe pick the professionals, how did it make you feel?
I felt very angry because I hate biasness, and they didn't even do their like job, because in the poster it was written audition. So if they're taking the professional singers straightly, then why are they writing auditions? And this is completely wrong. So I felt very angry but also very sad because they didn't see me. So that
But
is what.
you fought for your expectations. Then you
Yes.
went and told your teacher. I see. Okay. Thank you, Navya. Shamili, can you introduce yourself and go to today's topic, please?
Okay, so good evening, ma'am. And my name is Sharmili Khatwani. I am from Prayagraj, Uttar Pradesh, India, and I'm 19 years old. I'm a college-going student. For now, I'm pursuing my BCom from Essex Khanna Girls Degree College, and my hobbies are dancing, playing video games and music, and interacting with people. And for today's question, I would like to say that I want to give an example. First of all, like I want to do BBA from United Group of Institute. It was like away 16 kilometers away from my home. So my mother didn't allow me to like, how will you travel so long day to day, and how will you cope up with your studies and the extra works that you're taking with up. So my mother didn't allow me, and I was very upset by these things because I had to go Delhi for my higher education. Like Delhi University is the best university in India, so I want to go there and pursue BCom over there too. But they don't allow me over there also. Then I had the I had qualified my Lucknow University exams, and I got top one rank over there. Then they do not allow me to go over there because it's too far. And over there also they just like they want to do like I want to be with them all the time. They don't want to me go anywhere. So I just this was just a bad experience I had because no one is listening to me, and I'm qualifying so much of thing right now at the age of this, and now you're not letting me go is not fair for me because I've really worked hard. Like I studied late nights for just passing the exam. So I was too upset for this. So I just decided, okay, when I can't go anywhere, so I would like to stay here and focus on my, not I will focus on my studies, but I will focus on my skills, developing skills, speaking skills.
Okay.
So I just turn that expectation to another level and just turn my direction. So it give me like, okay, I can focus on other thing except that, because it is not like, it's not providing me that much of
Mhm.
technology type of things. So I will focus on another things which I
Okay.
can do right now.
Okay, good, excellent. Thank you, Shamini. And next we have Sonny. Sonny, can you introduce yourself and move to today's question, please?
Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Hello, ma'am. Good evening. My
Good
name
evening.
is Soni Haswani. I am from Satna, MP. I am 22-year-old. I am post-graduated. And if I talk about my today's day, so yes, it was very good day for me because today I totally enjoyed with my mom, with my friends, mom friends. So yes, this we enjoy a lot of things today. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, good. And what about unfulfilled expectations? How do you handle them?
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, first of all, like we have a unlimited expectation. When we are doing some good work, so we took a expectation like we do this work and then we won't buy car, we won't buy a home. So we have a number of expectation. But accept that fact, like everything is not in our control, so everything is not in our favor, so we have to be just find out the mistake what we are did if we unfulfilled our mistake. So we have to find out what our mistake are we doing, and control ourselves, and ask what can or could I do to change this outcome moving forward. Sometimes we see a new method, like when we have a so many bad things in our life, like we are not giving a success in our life. So yes, of course, it might be our mistake, so we have to find out our mistake and again trying, because always we keep trying. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Sonny. You all had very good ideas of how to deal with the fulfilled expectations, and there are 5 ways that you can also deal with this, some of which you've mentioned. You can manage your expectations and set realistic goals. We've mentioned this together. Realize and accept that you're not in the control of everything. Okay. You are in control of many things and know what you can control and what you can't control. And we also had Bisman tell us, look in the mirror as well. She described that, to look at you know, at yourself and looking at what what you need to do, what you've done, and learn from your mistakes and any unmet expectations, and then moving on to something new. And also maybe some of you mentioned, rather than moving on, is reattempting and trying to better yourself. So that's also a different idea. So thank you all for joining today's session. I hope you've all enjoyed it. It's brought a smile to me at the end of the week, so thank you. And I'll see you all next week, and I hope you have a good evening, guys.
Thank
Bye,
you,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
Bye,
you very
ma'am.
much. Bye, guys.
Bye, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Bye.
thank you.